right, 5 minutes after 10 o'clock. Nice looking Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. What are you having tomorrow, Robin? Turkey or ham? What are you having, turkey or ham?
Turkey for Thanksgiving. Always.
Turkey. You don't have any ham? A lot of people choose ham, right?
I have ham at Easter and other times during the year. And Christmas, I have ham. Turkey for Thanksgiving.
Turkey for Thanksgiving.
My brother-in-law's wife makes both.
You're supposed to wait till you introduce, Jim. Oh, why should make both?
I don't know. She just does.
Well, that's Jim Penna. You probably know the voice. He's on the radio with us a lot, usually by way of the phone. Today he's in the studio.
Yeah.
And one of his passions is model trains. So we're going to talk about model trains. No, we're not. Although I bet you that is a passion. Do you have a model train set?
Well, it's up in the attic.
Carl Berry is also here with Jim, and they're here to talk about the Hamfest, which is, we'll tell you where it is and when it is and how you can be part of it, et cetera, et cetera. And I think do we have tickets to give away today?
Yes.
So good morning, Carl.
Good morning.
How are you? We don't hear from you very often. So let me talk to you first. We don't hear from you very often.
No, I'm always busy. So, I get a kitchen pass once in a while, so I'm going to make the most of it.
Kitchen pass. And Jim Penn is here, of course. Good morning again, Jim.
Good morning.
Just checking your volumes. There's a funny thing that happens here. Does this happen on ham radio where you get this hollow sound and you got to adjust things?
Yeah.
Does that happen to you?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is that a difficult? You want to use this one? You can use.
I don't know. This one better?
Oh yes, definitely. That definitely sounds better.
Turn that one out of the way.
So we'll talk about the Hamfest, and I know every time you're here, I ask dopey questions about ham radios, but let me do that again. So the Hamfest, who is it for?
Well, it's one of the biggest main events for ham radio in the ham community. It's an indoor flea market, it's a tailgate, and it's a fun time all rolled into one. It's going to be held December 3rd over at the Motel 6 Convention Center at exit 354 off of I-75. For those that are local or may know where it is, it's also known as the old Steinbrenners.
Yeah, that helped me because I didn't realize it was the Motel 6 now.
Yeah.
Do they keep the light on for you?
Always.
So what happened with the old venue? They didn't want you.
Well, it needs the
They have
Army
something
come
else?
first. It's one of those things.
It was the
Armory.
Yeah, it was over at
Okay.
the Armory, and the needs of the military always come first. So,
Sure, yeah.
we just had to relinquish it and had to find a new venue.
So Jim has made me want to take a train ride, and I'm actually going to bring the trains and connect it with the ham radio thing because I was watching this video of this guy who was in a roomette. Did you ever do the roomette?
Yep.
Okay, and he had a radio. I don't know if it was a ham radio or not, but he was able to tell, like he was narrating it. He says, "Oh, this is where there was a dog on the track, so the train stopped, or there's some kind of a dog problem." He heard it on his radio. Is that the same thing, or is that just a scanner?
The train crew has radios, and some radios will tune to the band that has the Amtrak communications on it.
But is ham radio connected to that or no?
No.
Well, no.
No.
Amateur radio is its own service, and it's a self-policing service, unlike what you have to do. If an amateur radio fouls up really bad on the air, then the FCC will take direct action. But the amateurs by themselves will take action first. They'll send them out. Back in the day, it used to be pink cards. I don't know what they send out now.
Oh, really?
But, yeah, they'd send out warnings and, saying, hey, you violated this rule, please refrain.
Have you ever done that? Have you ever sent out a warning?
I've gotten a warning.
For doing what? What were you doing?
Well, it was during a contest a few years ago. My antenna, one of the wires was broken on the antenna, and it was shorting against the fence. In other words, the fence became a radiator.
Right.
And I was operating on the 15-meter band during the contest, and the third harmonic was 40 meters in the Morse code portion. So they could hear me talking, even though I was, way up the band.
Oh.
They could hear me way down on the lower end.
Did you know that was happening?
No idea. I got this card in the mail saying, blah, blah, this, and, your equipment's messed up, or you were doing this.
Where'd you get it from? Where did it come from?
It comes from an official observer, basically the radio police. I don't like using that term. Sorry, people. It came from some guy. I think he was in South Carolina or North Carolina.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Part of the organization that we belong to is the American Radio Relay League, and the Official Observer Corps is one of their things, and they also do the National Traffic System and the Amateur Radio Emergency Service. And
So in this, when we violate something, we can literally get a big fine. Do you get fined at all?
It can happen. There was a ham, I was reading about it here not too long ago. I think he was fined $10,000. He was playing music on the air, cussing cussing really bad.
Yeah, because sailors really don't cuss out there.
No. Maybe not with the people you know, but
So he was okay. So he got. Did he pay it?
obviously.
yeah,
Why? Why do you say obviously?
Because otherwise you go to jail.
Oh, you do.
yeah,
So this is actually from the FCC.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So this isn't one of those self-policed guys.
No.
No, this is from the...
Because
okay.
if I could self-police, I'd be sending out $10,000 fines all the time.
Well, yeah. No, we don't send them out. The FCC sends out the fines. They send out a notice of liability or something.
Notice of violation, or and then they have Rule 97 point whatever.
What is the Cadillac of the ham radio? What's the brand name?
That's a discussion
kinda
not for on the
changes
air. That changes from
That
year to
changes
year.
from year to year as the manufacturers come out with more bells and
All right.
whistles.
What's the lower car, Robin? What's the
Well, you can
what's the cheap? Who's the cheap guy?
back in the day.
I'm just trying to get some brand names out of you. so-
Brand names. You got Yazoo, Kenwood, ICOM.
But who's the best? I mean, who's a good one?
It depends on who the ham is, what their preferences are.
Yeah.
Some like Yazoo, some love Yazoo, some hate ICOMs. I like ICOMs.
But you've used them all. I mean,
I've used them all.
Which sound better or work better?
which is this better one? Since
Well,
you've
it
used them
depends
all.
on they're all kind of interfacing with the computer now, and it depends on what you can work with easier. I mean, even these little handheld rigs now have to be programmed through your computer to set them up.
Well, does But can you still use the ham as a ham without the computer? Because what if the
No.
Yes,
sure.
electricity goes down and all? That's the only
Oh, yeah.
communication
Right.
you have.
Yeah, that's
think I asked you
that's
that.
what we have batteries for.
Can we do one on the air? Can you talk to somebody on the air?
Give it a try. I don't know. This is like a Faraday cage.
A what?
Faraday cage. It's
Faraday,
where
what's that?
the signals can't penetrate or
Okay.
go out of the wall.
Okay.
We can give it a try.
A Faraday cage.
Faraday cage.
Something a new term.
new
for me.
Casey, your radio's on, Jim.
Oh, so you
Okay, I want to hear something.
KC5 CMX. Anybody there?
All right, who might you be calling?
Anybody that's listening?
Yeah, maybe the 9-7 machine can hear us. That seems to be a little bit strong.
What?
We're
9-7
trying to
machine.
transmit on the local ham repeater located behind Sonny's Barbecue. It's on frequency 146.610.
Oh my
Sonny's
gosh.
on 40 or on 200? The Sonny's
right here on
barbecue.
200.
Sonny's on 200.
Oh, okay.
Sonny's. I
That's
want to go
cool.
to Sonny's. So I mean, we didn't hear anybody.
No, there's nobody listening, so hopefully
you only
they're
tried
listening
one
here.
time?
So what? I mean, that would be so disappointing for me if I wanted to talk to somebody.
Well, I don't know. Ed, if you're listening, try to get on 146.610.
Oh, somebody's calling.
Oh, there you go.
Who's that?
Channel mode.
That was the radio.
CMX, WB2UKX.
Hold on.
WB2UKX, KC5 CMX. Good morning, Ed.
Can you
put
hold
it
it
on
to
the
the
mic?
mic?
Yeah.
The speaker?
Yeah.
Yeah, good morning, Carl.
Oh, nice.
I'm on the handheld outside, so I don't know if I'm making a repeater. Sounds like I am. But anyways, yeah, good job there. You're coming in loud and clear, so back to you.
All right.
Nice.
Does she know he's on the
Thank
radio?
you.
On this
Yeah.
radio, I mean.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
All right,
Wow,
Ed.
for
Thank you
doing-
very much. Appreciate the contact. You guys want to say hi to him?
Hey, how you doing? That was really clear, by the way.
That was very clear.
All right,
Nice.
you don't have to do this in ham radio to take a break, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, let me go ahead and clear off of here. KC5 CMX. Ed, I appreciate your time. KC5 CMX clear.
All right. That was fun.
Roger,
All right.
WB2 UKX clear.
It's like we're
Oh, wow.
talking to an astronaut.
Thank you so much. That is so cool.
All right, we'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accidents. On this Wednesday, sunshine mixing with clouds and pretty nice overall. There may be a shower in spots along the coast, the high 74 to 78. Wednesday night, partly cloudy, low 54 and a few inland spots, 64 along the coast. For Thursday, a mix of sun and clouds. There can be a shower in the area, high 78 to 82. For Friday, clouds and some sun with a chance of a shower at the coast, the high again 78 to 82. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my
too.
seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
Yep, we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show, too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
Stay informed on everything going on in the Villages with the Village Spectator newspaper. The Village Spectator is exclusively devoted to the Villages with news, commentary, and more. And yes, they have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask is that you tell them where you heard about them. Call Tom's Picks at 804-1223 and pick up your copy of the Village Spectator today.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
FlySanford.com. Orlando Sanford International Airport. We are SFB. Simpler, faster, better.
Visiting friends and family or just looking for some fun? Book your vacation now to one of their non-stop destinations, including Amsterdam, Brussels, Mexico City, San Juan, as well as over 70 domestic destinations, including New Orleans.
For enjoyable travel, come to Orlando Sanford International Airport. We are SFB. Simpler, faster, better. Before you fly, FlySanford.com.
We all know the importance of good health, but we may not know the latest advances in medicine that are available to us. Monday at 9 a.m., Bern Paraiso will be our roving medical reporter to tell us about Seven Hill Gastroenterology PA and Dr. Reddy. We'll discuss screening, techniques, and more. So tune in and listen. This is more than news you can use. It's news that could save your life. That's Monday at 9:05 a.m.
Are you a list maker? Got your day planner laid out to structure your day? Well, here's something to add to your list. Make time for something really important. Visit Highland Memorial Park, because how you prepare for that moment is so important. Why Highland? Sure, it's a beautiful place, but aside from the beauty and the quiet reflection, practical people will appreciate the many options. Take a tour and make some serious plans. The Highland staff will confidentially show you all options and payment plans. Call today, 369-1020. Highland Memorial Park. Peace and reflection for your family.
All right, 18 minutes after 10 o'clock, and we are in the studio with Jim Penna and Carl Berry. They are both with the Silver Springs Radio Club, and we'll give you the website information, and more importantly is the fact that they are inviting you to show up at their Hamfest, and this is going to be on, do I have the information here, Robin? No, I don't have it right in front of me.
It's right.
I got the guys who know the answer. So.
Well, it's going to be December 3rd.
December 3rd, yeah, there we go.
It's going to be over at the Motel 6, and that's 3810 Northwest Blitchton Road, if I said that correctly. It's exit 354 on I-75 in Ocala. You can call directly for excellent room rates, which I'm not going to mention on the air. Scouts, military, and first responders in uniform get free admission. How about that?
All right.
If you're interested, we do have several. Well, we've got quite a few tailgate stalls available. Setup is going to be Friday for the indoor vendors from 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock. We have some tables available for that, and the doors open Saturday morning, hopefully around 7:30. First door prize we're shooting for is at 8:30. We're going to have a simple menu out there with burgers and hot dogs, chips and drinks. You know, it's a low dose show. So
how much is it? What tickets? How much are tickets?
Tickets are $5 for general admission.
Oh, that's easy. Okay, that works good.
Tailgate and tables inside are $10.
I have somebody waiting on hold. If you would like to take a phone call, you're hearing me okay through the headset, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good morning. You're on the air. Thank you for calling in for waiting.
Yes, thank you. A very interesting program. Say, a quick question or two. How did is there any place on the planet where a ham operator is forbidden to get in contact with?
National Quiet Zone in Virginia. It's the only place I can think of.
Really?
Yeah. They've got.
You can contact like Cuba now, or Russia, or China, or.
Oh, we were able to talk to Cuba even during the Cold War.
Oh.
Yeah, there's no restrictions on any countries that we cannot talk with. North Korea, however, is probably the most prized country out there. I think it's number one on the the CQDXCC wanted list. Because
some of these countries don't license very many amateur radio operators, and they go through intensive background checks.
Yeah, and actually during the mess they had over in Turkey earlier this year, they suspended all of the amateur radio licenses.
Oh, did they? Oh, wow.
It was.
How did the word ham originate?
No idea. It's a subject for debate. The scholars have researched the internet and have looked all over the place. I don't know if.
I heard a story a number of years ago. It referred to back when we were still doing Spark Gap, and the fledgling amateur radio community wasn't as proficient at the telegraph key as the professional radio telegraphers, and so they referred to us as hams.
Oh, okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you for the call. All right, so let's talk about the event itself. Get people interested in going. You showed us a floor plan of what's going to be there. So kind of give us a virtual with words tour. What we'll see at the Hamfest.
Okay. Well, when you arrive on the property, depending upon which side you come in, you may come through the tailgate section first. If you come in on the east side of the building.
What's that mean, the tailgate section?
The tailgate section is where people will bring their cars in and they'll set up
vend out
in
of
stalls
and vend out of the back of their SUVs and such.
Yeah, it's not a football game type of tailgate. This is a ham radio tailgate.
The conference center has the place you can bring your car?
They got a parking lot.
Oh, so you're outside. So part of this is outside.
Part of it's outside, part of it's inside.
Yeah, people selling their used equipment.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
And then the indoor, you're going to have different vendors from around the country. I believe right now we've got, 20 vendors or so? Set to come in.
And we've even got one fellow that sells drones.
Drones?
Drones.
Now, what's the connection between drones and
they're radio controlled.
They're radio controlled.
By a ham radio?
Some of them.
Some of them can
Really?
be. Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. I don't know if they've changed the rules. It's been a while since I've looked into that, but for a while, if you are back with the model airplanes.
Are there professional, I know you call it amateur radio, but are there professional ham radio operators?
We're all unpaid. That makes us amateurs.
Yeah.
Oh.
So nobody actually does, there's nobody making money as a ham operator?
Not unless they're making their own equipment, like and selling it at Hamfest and flea markets.
So who typically shows up for the Hamfest? Is it amateurs already in it, people who are interested in getting into it?
And also interested, we will be having a testing session beginning at 10 o'clock during the event.
Really? Does the test lead to a license?
Yes.
Yeah.
So how do we study for the test?
Well, you can go online. There's one place I can think of. It's hamtestonline.com, I believe it is, or .org.
Okay.
They've got sample questions. You can also go to arrl.org.
Oh, I would fail this test, wouldn't I? I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, there's a $15 fee to take the test.
Yeah. Let me read you what I got here. There's going to be a test session for those that are interested and want to get their license. You can also test to upgrade to the next level.
Okay.
Okay, there's 3 levels in amateur radio. There's technician, there's general, and then there's extra class.
Okay.
If you want to upgrade to the next level, you can do it at this test session.
What is your license? What do you do?
Mine's an extra. He's a general.
I'm a general, yeah.
I'm the highest level.
You're the highest. Wow.
Yeah.
And what does that enable you to do that Jim can't do?
It gives me more bands to operate on.
Yeah, there are
Band stop radon?
Huh?
Did you say band stop radon?
No, bands to operate on.
Bands to operate on. Okay.
There's a,
That was a word I didn't know.
Yeah, there's a section of the band that's reserved for people with the higher class licenses.
Yeah, we're talking about amateur radio bands, not rock and roll bands. However, I do want to put a plug in for Joe Walsh of the Eagles. He is an amateur radio operator.
Do you ever talk to him?
I wouldn't. I'd have to go back.
Does
and
his
check my log.
Maserati really go 185?
Do what?
Does his Maserati really go 185?
Who knows?
Isn't that what he says in the song?
I think it does.
Am I
I
right?
think it does. He's always in the fast lane there. But anyway, the testing fee is $15 cash only. You must bring 2 forms of ID, one of which must be a photo ID, and any certificates of successful examination or CSCEs from the last 12 months. Pre-registration is required. Space is limited. If you're interested in testing, you can go to K4GSO.us.
All right. Please. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you finish?
No.
Oh.
K4GSO.us /classes/VE-testing.
Okay, and we'll make sure that goes up on the internet. All right. What I wanted to say was, don't allow my silliness to prevent you in the next 4 minutes, because that's all we have. Whatever the important information you want to get out there, let's make sure you get it out there.
Right. Again, the location is going to be at the Motel 6 in Ocala, 3810 Northwest Blythton Road, exit 354. And we're also giving the radio station some tickets, admission tickets to give away.
Okay.
And
can we do that right now?
We can do that right now if you like.
Okay, so if you want to go, what are we giving? 2 tickets to each person?
Yeah.
Anybody who wants them? All right, if you want them, you just call right now. Do you have any hoops they have to jump through, or just ask for them?
Just call you.
All right, just call us right now, 622-9622, and you'll get a couple of tickets. They're worth, what, $5 a piece?
Yes.
So it's a $10 item, and this is for December 3rd at the Motel 6, which is the old Steinbrenner's, you said, right? And there's a conference center there, and part of it's in the parking lot. Part of it's in the main conference room?
Yeah.
It's a convention hall.
Convention hall.
Right.
And it starts at 7:30 in the morning?
Yes.
Goes till 2 in the afternoon.
Right, or until everybody, drop to your shop type thing. We're also going to have, for the hams that know what this is, we're going to have QSL card checking, DXCC, WUC.
Worked all states and DXCC, I believe.
Yeah, it's DXCC, VUCC, worked all states, QSL card checking available, and he'll be on site all day.
All right, and what is the code again for the bathrooms? I heard you talking to Robin. I had my headset on. I didn't quite understand. What were we on the map here? What is this?
Okay, on the floor plan it shows XYL and TOM.
Explain that to me.
Okay, XYL means ex young lady.
Ex young lady?
Yes.
Okay.
That's for the older ladies, or you'll have YL for young lady.
Oh, okay.
And Tom, you'll see on there, that means the old man.
Okay.
We're all old men. No matter how hard we try to stay young, we all get old. So.
All right. So on the floor plan, you have Nightfire. It's a big old place. What's Nightfire?
Nightfire is one of the vendors. That's he's out. Actually, he's a local vendor. He's out on Highway 200. And he sells different parts and pieces that we can't get anymore now that one of the major suppliers is no longer around. Mr. Acosta, he's a real nice guy. He's got a lot of supplies and things out there available.
Satellite Sam,
he's one of the vendors that sells the drones.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Alan Trapani? Is that Jim Trapani's brother or something?
Yeah.
Could be.
Oh, you don't know? And the sign man of Baton Rouge.
He makes little name badges and things like that. He does engraving
coffee cups.
This is a great gift. I didn't realize this was a gift-giving event. Okay. I mean, if you want to buy a gift for somebody, Tower Electronics. Tower
Electronics is one of the major vendors. Him and, actually, Tower has all kinds of connectors, wires, cables.
Yeah, every kind of way of adapting one cable to another, he's got a connector for it.
These cables here, for example, he's probably got hundreds and hundreds of these things.
Okay.
Microphones, I don't know if he carries
batteries, all kind of sizes of batteries.
The radios that we have, each one of them, they all do the same thing, but they all take different kinds of batteries.
Wow, and there's so many more vendors on this list that we won't have time to get to. Plus, there's the Cafe and Grill. You are selling food as well. Well, this sounds like fun. December 3rd, again, the website?
Kilo 4, Golf Sierra Oscar.us. It's K4GSO.us. carl.us/Hamfest.
And the phone number?
You can call me directly, 352-233-8663. That's for any Hamfest-related questions.
Okay, Carl Berry and Jim Penna, thank you both so much. We'll be right back.
I'm Lillian Wu. President-elect Trump praising his pick for UN Ambassador, South Carolina's Nikki Haley, in a statement.
Says, in part, quote, Governor Haley has a proven track record of bringing people together regardless of background or party affiliation.